The Bible, in Genesis, tells us that the Lord God formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. The man became a living being. And so Adam, the first human, was made out of dust. And in Ecclesiastes 3:20 we read, "All come from dust, and to dust all must return." Now, death and funerals are not subjects that we like to think about or talk about very often. However, death is an essential, in fact, inevitable part of life. Most religions proclaim some kind of life hereafter, and so funerals usually consist of rituals and religious ceremonies that affirm the faith of the deceased and assist with the transition into the afterlife. It is these rituals and ceremonies that we're going to be looking at today in Issues of Faith. Although ceremonies and rituals may differ between religions and cultures, the ultimate purpose of a funeral remains the same: to satisfy religious and social needs. A time to express grief and bring psychological closure by means of a ritual.
And whoever lives and believes in me shall never die.
عادل عادل فاضل لا ينام ولا يموت ولا ودخل الجنة فقد فاز.
Sithumela wena baba ukuthi kube uwe Nkosi yami ohamba phambili nakusasa Nkosi yami sesiyomkhipha Nkosi yami. Shiram Shivaram Shivaramo.
South Africa is a nation of over 47 million people of diverse origins, cultures and beliefs. And amongst them, there are some interesting and curious funeral practices. Typically in Western culture, mourners wear black or somber attire, quietly showing their last respects to the recently departed. But why traditionally do those attending funerals wear black? And 6 foot, which is just short of 2 meters, is the legal depth that a grave must be dug to. Why so deep or shallow? And why a headstone and not a footstone? In the Hindu faith, what is the 16-day ceremony? And what is the purpose of leaving food out for the deceased? And then, in African traditional religion, why are the graves situated in front of the house? And what is the significance of taking a branch to the location of a person's death? When you come to think of it, most people today adhere, at least in part, to many of these traditions without questioning or thinking about them. In line with people's concerns over the state of our planet, some people are opting for eco-funerals or green funerals. So what on earth is a green funeral?
Environmentally friendly funerals, eco-funerals, is all about one word: nature. From nature to nature. And being an environmentally friendly product means that what you see and what is inside is all biodegradable. The loom coffins are made from natural paper, of which the pulp is spun into long yarns and woven around a Tahiti frame. All these natural woven products come with a waterproof sheet as well as a natural fitted cotton liner. Solid wood coffins waste vast quantities of trees that take years and years to grow, and it's obviously very difficult to replenish those trees. In South Africa, traditional coffins are made from normally chipboard and superwood, and both these types of wood produce pollutants, including dioxins. If you look at the traditional coffin, it's lined with plastic, there are glue and varnish, and of course one can just think of the impact that this has on the environment.
Those with concerns about the effects on the environment of traditional burial or cremation may choose to be buried in a biodegradable shroud or coffin. Further, they may choose their final resting place to be in a natural forest and an indigenous tree planted over their grave as a contribution to the environment and a remembrance. Dust to dust, ashes to ashes, earth, wind, fire and water to earth, wind, fire and water. We've looked at some of the practices that help us with the great transition from this life to the next life. But believe me, there are thousands more. Let's show some understanding to those that do it differently.